Hey everybody, it's Gypsy, and welcome to On the Edge of Appalachia. So, on March 19th, I started to make some purple dead nettle oil. So a month ago, I did a couple videos on dead nettle. The first one was foraging dead nettle, and I talked about its uses and stuff. Now, one of the things that purple dead nettle is really beneficial for are wounds, skin wounds. And so making a salve from purple dead nettle is a very good idea. It's good to have this on hand, the salve, for when, somebody in your family or yourself hurts himself, gets cut or whatever. So to make the oil, because you do need oil to make a salve, okay? So I infused the purple dead nettle into grapeseed oil. So for those of you who saw that video, what I did was I took fresh dead nettle and I filled the jar with the fresh herb halfway to about here. Then I took my grapeseed oil and I covered the herb with the oil, okay? And then I put it up in my cupboard in a dark place. And I shook the oil at least once a day. Most of the time, it was twice a day. And this was all filled with the herb. As you can see, or I hope you can see, the herb has broken down, okay? So I started this on March 19th. Today is April 10th. You should do this for anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks. So it looks to me like it's a good time to strain this. So I'm going to open this up and I'm going to put it through my strainer and see how it looks. So I'm just going to open my mason jar. It has a beautiful green color to it. So I'm just putting this through a mesh strainer so that I will only have the oil. Boy, these herbs really broke down. Okay. Yep. Trying to see if I should do it again. I'm going to take a spoon and I'm going to use the back just to kind of mush this into the strainer. Okay, so I'm going to dispose of the herbs. Do not put these herbs in your compost because they have oil on them. So let's see. It looks like it could go through another strain. I think I'm going to line my strainer with a paper towel to get those, little particles out. Okay. So what I did was I put my strainer over a bowl. I'm going to put this over here. And then my dog wants to see what's going on. Bye-bye. Out of the kitchen. Shoo, shoo. Shoo, 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 shoo. So I'm just going to put a paper towel in here. I should be using cheesecloth, but I haven't picked any up recently, so I am out. You could use cheesecloth, or you could do it this way. Okay, so I'm just going to strain this through again. When you do it through paper towel, it takes a moment to go through. So again, I just kind of help it through. So then when I'm done straining this, and it looks like it needs 2 strains, I'm going to put this in a clean jar. I'm going to show this what it's looking like now. As you can see in there, it's much more clear. And you can, strain this as many times as you wish. Okay, so this is after the first straining. There is still a little bit of herb sediment at the bottom. So I'm going to do another strain. So I washed out my glass measuring cup and my strainer. I'm relining the strainer. And I'm going to pour this through again. I'd like to get it as clear as possible. Okay, so I strained this twice. This is what it looks like. There is a little bit of sediment on the bottom here. That's okay, it's very fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill a 1/2 pint jar. This made 8 ounces, 1 cup, okay? So I'm going to put this in here. And I'm going to put my lid on. I think I'm going to wipe it off a little bit. So yeah, I'm going to close this up. And I'm going to save this dead nettle oil for when I'm ready to make my salve. This will make me plenty of salve. I could probably use it for other things too. But when I get around to making the salve, the wound salve, we will have a video on that. So, let's get a look. It's a nice dark green. This is purple dead nettle that I foraged outside. This is very, very plentiful in the area I live in. I think pretty much the eastern half of the United States, it's very prevalent. Probably more so the northeastern part. I am in Northeast Ohio. So it's all over. So it is very easy to harvest. It is probably the first wild herb to pop up, or one of the first. I started seeing it like coming up the end of January. Not that it really dies back, but the newer, fresher leaves and stuff, I think they started the end of January despite all the snow we had. And I harvested this mid-March. So I let my oil infuse for about 3.5 weeks. Anywhere from 2 to 4 will do it. Remember, fill your jar halfway with your fresh herb. Put your favorite carrier oil, cover the herbs with that. I like grapeseed oil because it really doesn't have an aroma. It's very light. You put this in a dark place for 2 to 4 weeks. Shake it 1 to 2 times a day. And then when it looks ready to you and it's got that nice, beautiful color, you strain it. And stay tuned for my next video when we're going to make wound salve. And if you have little ones, it's very important to have that stuff around. So I'm going to leave you with that. Blessed be, and make it a joyful one.